Hello, hey, hi, it's me, Mr. Dale OG. And in this video, I just want to talk about the things I learned from being hit by a car. And, it's not every day you get hit by a car, and it's not every day you get to learn from these things. So I figured, let me take this monumentous moment and really document it. So without further ado, these are the things that I learned from being hit by a car. Me, I'm naturally a nice guy. I'm naturally somebody that's courteous to you, kind to you, respectful of you. That's what I like to present to people. I'm not gonna say that as if I'm perfect because I got another side to me, but I'm somebody who likes to be courteous, kind, and respectful all the time. I realize through me doing that, just like being a part of me, when I got hit, the amount of people that were jumping to help me out was like really crazy. Like from the time I got hit, the doorman came, helped me move my bike, and then he offered to keep the bike inside the building. The ambulance people were like, sorry guys, I don't want to call you ambulance people, but I just couldn't think of the term right now. They were nice to me from the start, making sure my leg was okay. The doctors, everybody in the hospital, people that were there with other people in the hospital that just, like, the fact that the hospital is such a place where everybody's like not happy, I just feel like people were very talkative and very responsive and, just really nice. I realized if I was a grouch and if I was somebody who just had a bad attitude, I would have not gotten any help at all. I would have been struggling. Nobody would have wanted to help me out, but everybody was nice to me from the start, from the get-go, and I honored and appreciated and loved and still feeling bubbly off of that. I'm the type of person who wants to do everything on his own and who prides himself for doing everything on his own. I'm a Capricorn. I'm self-sufficient, I'm self-dependent. I like providing for myself. So when this happened and I realized there's no way that I could do this on my own and I have to ask for help, I didn't even get to ask for help. My parents asked me first and I broke down at it because I realized that's what I'm gonna need to do. But the power of asking for help, it's you gotta get out of yourself if you want help with something. Of course, you could think you can do it, but you can't do everything on your own. At some point in time, you're gonna need somebody's help. I don't care how strong you are, how big you are, or whatever you think you are, you're always gonna need somebody's help. You've needed somebody's help or you're going to need somebody's help at some point in time. So being able to get yourself in a position and in a way to ask for help, to genuinely ask for help and humbly ask for help, because that's what it is. You have to humble yourself to ask for somebody's help. They don't gotta do shit for you, but if you're asking them for their help, their assistance, and something for free, you gotta learn how to humble yourself. You gotta know how to ask for help. I've had people ask me hey, can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? Offer to help, and it's been really appreciated. But I had a couple of people that just seemed to go above and beyond with helping me in ways that I could not help myself, and that showed me the power of a good friend, to the extent of what a good friend looks like and what they would do. I had two people take time out of their day to drive and help me go pick up various stuff. And it was just damn, I really, 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 really appreciate that. And it made me see for myself what kind of friends do I want and what kind of friend do I need to be. Because if somebody had asked that same for me, of course I don't have a car, but I have a bike. Would they ask me, hey, can you bring this something for me? Would I do it? Would I say, okay, I make this time? Would I have to have a second thought about it? So if I'm appreciating this quality of friends, it makes me realize that I need to be that quality of friend. And it shows me another level that I could be a good friend at. I've never had to be in that position, but it showed me if I was in that position, could I be that friend that I appreciated? This accident gave me a lot of time to just kind of really chill and just be calm. I already have a temper problem. I wouldn't say a temper problem, but I feel everything equally. So if I'm upset, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, everything is gonna be balanced out. I think my temper could use some work because that's not an emotion people like seeing. And I guess it's also bad that I've gotten comfortable with displaying it. If something warrants my anger, then I'm gonna show my anger. I'm not gonna stifle my anger because you are told you shouldn't stifle your anger or you shouldn't show it. No, if it warrants the situation, that's what it's gonna get. It's like my happiness. If it warrants me being happy, that's what it's gonna get. I'm not dimming any certain part of my life just because people say I should. My emotions are gonna be felt equally, and I do acknowledge that my temper could be dealt with better, much better. But when I say this accident is giving me time to calm down, it's giving me time to see that all the things I used to flip on people about or get angry about or like argue with people about, some of those stuff you can really let pass is not worth it. And especially things like my motorcycle, I need to chill out because I really thought I was invincible on my motorcycle. Like the way I ride is really wild and crazy, and God forbid if somebody cuts me off or does something, I don't care, you in a truck, you in a what, like I have pulled up and pulled trucks over to the side. I've gotten in their way with no regard for whoever's passing by on the street, no regard for police. Police have come one time to get me off of a guy's truck. Like I was really just in a fired up, angry state. And this has given me the opportunity to see, like, one, all it takes is somebody to give me a little nudge and I can fly off my bike and die. And two, do I really need to go in jail for hooking on somebody? No. This gave me the opportunity, the golden opportunity, the perfect opportunity to see that, relax, bro. Like, work on your anger, work on your reaction. Stop getting so fired up. Like, yeah, people could piss you off, but chill out, bro. Is it really worth that? Due to this experience, I'm so much clearer on my vision. And I don't think I would have been this clear if it wasn't for this 6 weeks that I had to be by myself and get clear. Like normally in a normal week, I'd be working, sleeping in, trying to fit in whatever pieces of the like thought process I can, but it wouldn't have been this continuous flow where I was able to wake up, go to my desk and get to work. Go to sleep whenever I needed to, wake up and repeat. Like every day was like this was my only thing I had to do. This was my job for this 4 to 6 weeks. And thanks to this accident, like I've gotten the time to put in that work, that energy, that thought, that process. Every day I got to try and see where I need to be. So I'm clear on where I am, and I know that I'm at the beginning of my journey, and I'm so fine with that. Like I feel equipped, and anything that I need to learn, I will learn along the way. I'm good over here, like grateful. I tell you, before this, I didn't know anything about insurance. It's like, okay, you have insurance. You're not taught anything about it. You don't know anything about it. Then I found out that some years back that if you don't have insurance, you get fined. So I was like, okay, so let me just get insurance. My business wasn't doing as good, so I couldn't afford insurance. So I had to get Medicaid or Medicare. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was Obamacare. Honestly, I can't even tell you because that's how little of it I knew about. I just knew it was insurance and I need to have it. Cool. Got that checklist done. So it came time for me to renew my insurance. I hit up the guy who did my taxes because they required me to have my tax information. I don't know what his case was, but I didn't get that information and the expiration date passed on. And I think I tried, but I didn't really try as hard as I could if I had understood the importance of insurance. I just tried in a way like, okay, checklist done. I tried and applied for insurance, blah, blah, blah. I hit up the guy for insurance, whatever. I didn't feel like I lost anything because I didn't have a care for insurance. I didn't need it. I never used it like that. So I didn't find it important until I got hit. And then they started talking about, oh, do you have insurance for this? And this is going to be coming out of pocket. And just the saying coming out of pocket in a hospital, bro, you got to be rich to say those words out of pocket and say it with confidence. People be looking at me like, and that's the way I felt like. But now I have an understanding of insurance and the importance of it and just how to have it and that I need it because you really don't know what could happen. I even neglected to have bodily insurance on my motorcycle because I thought I would never get hit. Stupid me. If I at least had that, I would have been covered in some way, but you live and you learn, and fortunately, unfortunately, I'm the person who learns by living. So since I am self-employed and I was not able to work, I was not making any money, and I have not been making any money. Thank God for my parents because they have been helping me out. They have been my backbone. They have been my reason for being able to live, and I'm super, 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 super grateful and thankful for them. Not only that, they were willing to help me out, but they were able to help me out. They have the means to help me out. They didn't spoil me. They didn't throw me like, oh, here's $1,000 every day. No, they gave me what I needed, and that, like, I can't tell you how much I realized cutting out unnecessary spending and actually watching what's coming in and out of your bank account has helped. Like, it's funny. The least amount of money I've had is the most in control I felt of my money. Day to day, I knew what I have. I knew what I was spending. I knew what my bills were coming. I was prepared. off of the little money that I was getting. And the reason why was because I knew I couldn't be just spending my parents' money on anything I wanted. Like, I knew I need to get the basics. I had to put myself in survival mode. I had to put myself in considerate mode that this is not my money. I need to use it wisely. So it forced me to say, plan for this, plan for that, cut this thing off. I didn't need that. I won't be using this. This bill's gonna be recurring. Like, it forced me to manage my money in a way that I never really did before. So now that I'm gonna be back working soon, making my own money, and now I'm gonna implement budgeting and still strict money management like that. I'm gonna work like I'm broke. Like, right here is a paper that had my bills, and it's good for me to be able to see what's upcoming and what money I need to have for when. And I really don't think I would have gotten that clarity if it wasn't for this accident. Like, before this accident, I was still getting emails about overdraft. I was still going broke, not spending my money properly. And one of the biggest thing for me, and this is not something I'm now learning, but it's just always good to kind of relearn, and that is, it could always be worse. I realized if the guy hadn't tried to hit his brakes, and if he maybe was texting, or if he maybe was speeding, or if he was not paying attention at all, I would have more than just a fracture. The guy hit me after having tried to stop his brakes and after seeing that I was in the road. So he was fully aware. He did what he could. Imagine if he had not been doing any of that. And I got T-boned on a motorcycle by a Toyota Highlander. Me, the car. I would have been like maybe the beginning of the Wayne Brothers when that lady get hit and she flies, or I would have got flattened over, but it would have been so much worse. Just starting off with that, I could have been dead. What if my parents weren't able to help me out? What if something had happened to them and they needed all their money, they couldn't? What would I be doing? Where would I be going? I do not know. But I always, that forces me to realize it could always be worse. Which in then turns into gratitude, but I'm always gracious. I'm always gratitude. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video, but it can always be worse. So there you have it, guys. Those are the things that I learned from being hit by a car. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've had any weird things happen after you took the time to learn from it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about this video. Anything's on your mind. And I shall get back to you and we'll talk another time. Till then, I love you. Stay up, stay positive, stay in the groove. And remember, through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, this is life.